Hey everyone, Nathan Johns here. I hope you're all doing well today. Today I wanted to talk about if you should buy or lease a car. But before I get into the video, if you guys aren't yet subscribed to the channel, go hit that button if you enjoy watching videos just like this. It really helps me out. It helps us grow the community. Also, if you want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, give this video a big like so that other people get to see it as well. So a question that a lot of people like to ask is it a waste of money to lease a car? Because everyone since you've been young has been telling you, don't lease a car. You're a fool if you lease a car. You're just throwing your money away. So if you lease a car and you put no down payment, right? Because there's some leases that you can get without putting down $2,000, $2,500. So if you get a $250 a month lease, right? After 3 years, that's $9,000. Now, if you have $9,000 in the bank that you can spend, it's not your emergency fund, you have it to spend. If you want to go take that and go buy yourself a car, that's not a bad thing either, because at the end of the day, you're going to be able to sell that car. You might get $3,500 after you get your use out of it, right? So then you can use that if you want to go purchase another car. So if you're someone who prioritizes having a new car, then that puts you in a different sector. It's not a bad thing necessarily, right? People have different wants and needs. Now, is it a waste of money? If you're going to be driving less than 24,000 miles per year, if you're going to be getting your use out of it, and if you prioritize getting a new car every 3 years, every 2 years, whatever your lease says, right? So it's not a bad thing. It's not a waste of money if you get your use out of it. Now, if you decide to take that $9,000, if you initially have it, and go put that into a lease, and then after that 3-year lease, if you choose to go purchase a car, that might be burning some money, right? Because then you could have used that money to have a car that you could be using for potential 5 to 9 years, right? Just depending on the use of the car. So currently you might think a lease is a good idea because you're only driving 20,000 miles per year. Well, if you have a change of location for work and then you end up having to drive more miles than what you're doing right now, you can end up putting yourself in a sticky situation because those fees for going over the quoted miles that you originally signed up for can be very expensive. If you start going over that, then you might say, wow, I wish I would have just bought a car. So be sure that when you're leasing, you're going to be staying within the miles for certain. You do not want to go over those miles. And there's some people who actually get a lease, right? Then they end up having to buy themselves a sidecar because they don't want to pay the fees that they would have to incur for driving more miles than they should. A recommendation that I have is that if you don't have money to buy a $9,000 car, if you have between $4,500 and $6,000, there's no shame in buying a car that's a little bit older that could last you about 5 years, right? Because then you might be in a financial situation at the end of those 5 years to get the car that you want. So, just being humble for a few years, don't worry about the new car. It's not a bad thing if you want a new car, but if you're able to just hold it out until you're in a financial situation to get the car that you want, that's not a necessarily bad thing either, to have a little bit of discipline there. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up so that other people on YouTube can see it as well. And if you want to join the community or help the community continue to grow, then go hit that subscribe button so that I can keep you updated on the latest videos. I try to upload on this channel as much as possible. All right, well, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time. Hey guys, thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoy watching videos just like this, then we highly recommend that you consider hitting the subscribe button so that we can keep you updated on the latest videos.